What's up, guys? Sean here with another mostly metal desert island edition. I'm going to talk about a few items here that only one of them is actually going to be a desert island album for me. But the more I go through my collection, it's kind of strange how I realize a lot of the music I found out through other bands, or that band members went to form other bands that I like. I've noticed that as I started doing these videos. This is no exception. So the first album I'm going to talk about, Acid Bath, When the Kite String Pops. This came out on Rotten Records in 1994. Rotten Records was started by, there's the CD, the case is broke, I've had this so long. This label was started by, I want to say it's Spike Cassidy from DRI. So he was a guitar player, if I remember correctly. He started a label back in the 90s, and John Wayne Gacy painting, another John Wayne Gacy painting, controversial at the time, because he was a serial killer, of course. This album I bought just because of the cover. Of course, in '94 there wasn't a place for me to really listen to music without buying it. I had to buy, like a lot of you older folks out there, you either had to buy based on the cool album cover or read the liner notes of CDs or cassettes and say, oh, they think these bands must be good if these guys like them. So you have to make a handwritten list and go track shit down at your local record store and just buy it, hoping it was good. So this is Acid Bath. Here's the cover, or not the cover, the inside photo of the band. A lot of twisted lyrics in this album, as you can imagine. This is an extremely heavy album, except for, I want to say, the song is the Scream of the Butterfly, I believe, which is a good song. But the rest of this album is just, it's not death metal, but it has elements of death metal. These guys come from the Louisiana sludge movement that spawned Crowbar, and I Hate God, Soylent Green, some other bands like that. So this is a good album. The Blue, Tranquilized, I think they actually had a video for that. I don't know if it ever aired on MTV. But Scream of the Butterfly was the hit for this. God Machine, these are all great heavy songs. Highly recommend you pick this up if you like sludge. It's not slow, dirgy, doomy stuff like a lot of stuff that came out of there. If you like I Hate God, I think you really love these guys. This is probably hard to find. You can probably get on the internet for fairly cheap, though. I think the Rotten Records reissued this one or two times, maybe even on vinyl, I don't know. But the next album, which is a desert island album for me, this was their second album. So this is Pagan Terrorism Tactics. This painting on their front, God, I cannot remember who did this. I should have done my fucking research before I recorded this, but wanted to get this video done. Again, Rotten Records, this came in '96. This album is a huge step up from their debut. I believe that was their debut. This second album is, in my mind, a classic. It's inside cool on Goatwhore. The lyrics are creepy. The songs are catchy. It's the inside, and then the lyrics. It's like they took their previous album. They shortened some of the songs. They added some more melody, and just made what my opinion is a classic one song, Sean, album. If these guys had come out at a different time, some of these songs, Venus Blue especially, would be a rock radio hit. New Death Sensation, radio hit. Dead Girl, radio hit. What's cool about this album, a song like Dead Girl is just the singer and acoustic guitar. Venus Blues, kind of a melodic song with a catchy chorus, but still heavy. And then you got songs like Grave Flower, Pagan Love Song. They're just extremely heavy, very groovy. So if you like that, I mentioned I Hate God. The I Hate God reference from the previous album. If you like I Hate God and you like the songs they have where they really lock into a heavy groove or heavy riff, you probably overlooked this. Get this. Don't hesitate on this. Bleed Me an Ocean. So good. This is an album I've had since it came out in '96, and I still listen to it probably I listen to a couple songs from it probably at least every couple weeks. That's a long time. That's 33 years I've been listening to this album. In fact, when I got my new car, it has it's a newer car, so you can slap a CD in it and hit a button and it'll burn an album for you, and then you take it out and it stores it on an internal hard drive. I think this was the first, or probably one of the first 5 to 10 albums I put in. Like, got to put Acid Bath in there. So Desert Album, for me, this is, if someone said, hey, go through your A's and pick 2 or 3 albums you got to take with you. This one's on the list. Check them out. I'll put links below and you guys can witness the greatness. And speaking of how albums I have that are related, the singer so what happened with Acid Bath is their bass player, afraid I don't remember his name, Audie Petrie, he was killed in a car wreck, and from what I understand and reading interviews, the band just kind of was devastated, obviously, but broke up, and they all kind of went their separate ways. And out of those ashes of Acid Bath, what makes Acid Bath also so great is the lead singer, Dax Riggs. This album is a solo work of his called We Sing of Only Blood or Love. You probably can't see because of the glare, but there's parts of these red lips that are smooth to the touch. Kind of a cool deal on the cover. The back, my God, you can't really see. It's all black and red. He has an extremely unique vocal style, but this album is more of a blues rock album. It sounds nothing like Acid Bath at all, other than the vocals to a degree. I'm not going to show you the inside because it's all black and red. That's Dax Riggs. It's blues. There's a heavy blues influence on these songs. The first song, Demon Tied to a Chair in My Brain, is my favorite. But I'll put some links below. Y'all can hear the strange departure from Acid Bath to Dax Riggs. I think this is probably the kind of music he was always meant to sing. He has another album that came out that's on my wish list that I haven't picked up yet. I don't remember what year this came out. I would say after '96, but it was on Fat Possum Records. So I'll put this below. If you're not a heavy metal fan and you're like, that Acid Bath stuff sucks, check out Dax. Check out his solo stuff. It's really, really good. Also, out of that, the ashes of Acid Bath, the guitar player, I was going to show you a picture, but Sammy Duet was the guitar player for Acid Bath, who went on to play guitar in Goatwhore. So those of you in the metal world are probably pretty familiar with Goatwhore. This is Carving Out the Eyes of God. This came out on Metal Blade. Catchy riffs. Another cool way that all this is related is, I believe, Ben Falgoss, the vocalist, I believe he's also the singer for Soylent Green, who also was part of the sludge scene that came out of, the I Hate God, Acid Bath, Crowbar region in New Orleans. So this is produced by Eric Rutan. You know him by, he's in Hate Eternal. He's produced Cannibal Corpse. I believe he's touring with Cannibal Corpse as guitar player now because Pat O'Brien had a little trouble with the law, I guess, with some guns and fireworks and grenades and shit or something. But this is my favorite Goatwhore album. Came out in 2009. The other Goatwhore stuff, they're one of those bands that put out, to me, some albums have 3 or 4 really great songs, and then the rest, it kind of blends together for me. But this album didn't, so I hung on to this one. This is the inside. And then the rest of the inside is all the lyrics in black and white. These guys are more straight up heavy metal with more groove oriented, but not like Pantera groovy metal. It's more, I would say, a mix of, there's some punk elements here, the heaviness of death metal, but stuff that you can envision a lot of headbangers just getting in the pit with their jean jackets on and kind of pumping their fist type metal. So it's just kind of cool how all of these, over the years, all of these albums have, you know, band members that started here, you know, years later ended up here. I think I have some Soylent Green somewhere. I was never a huge fan of them, honestly, but it's just cool to see how people evolve musically over time. All these bands are drastically different, but a lot of the same people are involved, so it's kind of cool to see how their musical tastes are diverse as well. This is a short video, but I wanted to talk about Acid Bath. Again, Pagan Terrorism Tactics, Rot Records. I don't know how hard this is to find. I doubt you can find it in your local used bin. I don't think a lot of people gave this album up, but you can probably get it online for fairly cheap. This is an original press, but yeah, man, I'm going to link a few of these songs in the video instead of just trying to find a full album stream, and you all will hopefully understand the love I have for this album and go pick it up and enjoy it yourself. So that's it. Until next time, thanks again for tuning in, and be sure to subscribe and smash that like button and all that stupid shit other people say. More videos to come. I got a bunch of great new stuff in down here that I'm looking at next to my dog. Can't wait to talk about it all with you all, and be sure to comment too if there's something I suggest to you that you really like or that you really hate. You know, man, that Acid Bath sucks. How can you think that's a desert island album? Let me know too. I'd rather debate music with people than debate other bullshit that people are focused on these days. So thanks again. See y'all next time.